Okay, let's try this again, fam. We are back from break. Hopefully, we're back from crashing, and hopefully, we'll be able to have a wonderful stream from here on out. But, it is what it is. So, I will be relying on you to provide the stream troops. I'm going to go ahead and not have my alt account helping because that might have been part of it, which is weird, but then again, who knows. So if you guys want to keep playing Stream Raiders, please do so. But otherwise, let's see if we can recap where we were before the big crash. All that talk during the break definitely warped my concept of what was going on here. Oh, yes. So after examining the book and not having anything happen to yourself, Lyra releasing Castle Dress from her telly grip, what would you guys like to do at this point?
Well, then, Lyra, looks like we have two candidates for your idea.
I can fix both of them. I just need to see Mistress real quick.
Wait, you could fix us?
Yes. By praying to my dearly beloved god. She kind of looks at Twist awkwardly.
Dearly beloved, huh?
Yep.
She must be one of the nicest people to do that.
Yeah,
Personally, I would love to know the name of this goddess.
Oh, it's not a goddess.
Oh, sorry, no, Right, got it. I got it now. Still would like to know their name. That sounds really sweet of them. That they could help people like us.
Kind of shifts her eyes over to Twist again. I don't know about that.
Why you? Is there?
Twist, we need to have a
face?
conversation privately.
What?
Can we go see Miss really quick?
At 8
On the
PM
way
at
there,
night?
Well, she said anytime I want to,
True.
yeah.
So why do you need to see the mistress in this moment?
I need components in order to help the other one. I already have one, but I need the second bunch.
Hey, look, Alvarez puts their hand into Alvarez's chest. Inside you.
What is it do you require?
I require 100 gold pieces worth of diamond dust.
Then that is a simple errand.
Yes.
I will acquire it myself.
She nods.
Does anyone else need anything while I'm on this milk run? I think they call it.
Maybe stop at the seamstress. I have an order there that you can pick up.
So I can pick that up for you.
I think we're forgetting what time of day it is now, ain't it? Or maybe
we haven't been told what time of day it is.
Yeah.
I've been kind of like imagining all this stuff was happening right before bed is what I was under the impression, because I thought that I was told that she needed to wait till the next day to cast the spell because she had to reset her spells because she didn't have it. But that could have been me remembering wrong.
No, I think we started the scene. No, I think we started the scene with me and Kaz just after Kaz, bona fide.
Mm-hmm.
Which was still at night.
Yeah. So, I mean,
so we
don't get me wrong.
Still haven't went into long rest.
Like, common stuff like going to the seamstress would be out of the question, but talking to Yin and seeing if she has any open resources for such things, she might be able to acquire that, no problem.
I will say Cadris can kind of like pop it and just be like, do you think we should wait till tomorrow? Like,
Well, after I cast this the first time, I'll need a long rest to do a second round of it. So
That might give me long enough to get the scorpions out of my head.
do you want me to help you out there, Alvarez? Like, I don't think I would have been
question
able to.
is, who wants to be the guinea pig first? Jeez,
Oh,
smiles.
points to Alvarez immediately. Like,
I
why
will
you
point a
Alvarez?
bony finger.
There will
at
be no
Kazimierz.
magical procedures in my office.
Oh, let's get out of here, guys. Let's go, let's go, let's go.
Technically
Clack,
not
clack,
magic,
clack,
Lyra.
Well, I wasn't gonna do it in the basement. Jeez.
Jeez.
Hey,
what-
guys! If you get mad enough, we'll get the gas.
So where are we heading, guys?
I mean, Kaz, you can't breathe the gas.
Oh! Right. Right. I don't know what happens after that. Oh, God, I
Stealing
don't know what
lasers
happens
now
after that.
activating.
Oh,
Yeah.
God.
Oh no.
Yep. Mm.
Okay, let's go. Let's go. Go on, Alvarez. Go. 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 Go.
Everybody rushes out of the...
Meanwhile, the poor victims laying in bed are the ones left to the gas.
Oh no.
Poor
Yeah, it'd be
Cyrus.
fine. They weren't waking up anytime soon anyway.
Aw, sad face.
Hey, don't worry. You're taking half damage right now from this.
Hey, I'm resistant, bitch.
I know. No, it just yeah, you're taking half damage. I considered that. All right, so we're going back to main floor. Is that what we're doing?
Yes.
Twist, are you coming? Okay.
Yeah. So at which point you guys can gather up here.
Alvarez
Or
is usually the one that
wherever-
goes first.
Wherever the basement is. I guess this is the basement.
Well,
Okay.
I think we should switch to Pratt, who was already on his way upstairs.
Oh, yeah, we should go to
Probably,
Pratt.
yeah. So Pratt,
Let's go to
what were you,
Pratt.
yeah, what was your intention for this moment you left? And you're muted if you're saying anything.
There we go. Perfect. All right. So after
Yeah, well,
talking to everyone and seeing the bony figures appear and terrified that I might turn into a skeleton for being around them too long, I'm going to head up. And I think since it's nighttime, I'm going to wait till the morning really to talk to Shishay. But I will look around for Kaz's dress. And I think more or less I realize Kaz's dress is downstairs. So I'll wait for her by my room, which is next to her room.
oh,
a
you'll be up there
wallflower,
alone. All right, I'm just saying, like, you can definitely go have a quick word with Shishay. She's about to check out.
Oh, is she? Okay, perfect. Yes.
Yeah, yeah.
Where is she at?
She is south of you in this open office area.
Oh, yes. Perfect.
Yeah,
I'm going to come in here.
yeah, and you kind of like seeing her closing books and setting things into the drawer. Looks over her shoulder. What do you need?
Shishay. Hello, I know you're about to leave. I'll be brief. I'm looking for some, I guess, licensure to sell alcohol and such in this new business venture. I need it to be legitimate up front so I can get things done that I need.
I mean, legitimate is what I'm here for. You're needing liquor license, is that all?
Liquor license, room license, maybe even what do you would call it? Ways to run an inn.
Well, I tell you, like if
and
they have, yeah. So she'll tell you, not a lot of stuff requires a license. If you want to
Oh,
run it in,
perfect.
that's perfectly fine. Just need, the right connections to get you a business license in general. After
Wonderful.
that, you're able to function as a shop within the city. The guild itself does provide such licenses. That's why this guild is got its secondary businesses up, as you can see around you. As for the liquor license, basically, those are not directly given out by the city itself, but usually through the trade commission or the trade center in the city, mainly because they're the ones who control most of the liquor outlet, especially since the brewery has, well, blown up. I can set up arrangements for you if you need.
Yes, please. I'm looking to get this moving when after I think the next couple of days. Anytime I'll be around here, I should be free.
Fair enough. If there's anything else I can do for you, you are part of this guild, so I can make sure to get all the errands out of the way.
Tell me, what do you know about Twist and Lyra's mistress?
Are you talking about the Quintessa in general, or just Ian?
Yin.
She's a snake in the grass to some. To be honest, I've only had so many interactions, but I can definitely see wheels turning when she's around. Very proactive person, if that makes sense. Business sense, I don't know. But definitely a mover, if there ever was one. What exactly opinion are you looking for?
Type of business relations does the guild have with her that you have overseen? I guess really what I want to know is if I'm getting into business with her, am I going to be in debt?
The guild itself is already in business with them to an extent, thus why Twist and Lyra are working with the guild hand in hand. As far as like the particulars, I'm not too keen on them personally, but I've heard they had a understanding in Jillian Cove where their main base of operation is. Far as I have been made aware, the Quintessa are looking for a location here to set up a new base of operation, probably a casino, similar to the one back at Jillian Cove. Or she could just be testing her daughter to see if she will fail. Whichever the case, they are definitely going to make something happen. As far as our relationship with them, as far as I'm aware, we have settled all of our outgoing difficulties, I would hope, with them. And from here on, it should just be profitable relationship from here on.
Well, then I don't want to cause any sort of hiccup or interruptions to those. You've been very informative. Gives me, kind of confirms what I was thinking, and I just wanted to make sure I wasn't going to step on any toes should I make a decision.
I don't think you would be stepping on toes at all. And just to remind everybody, Shishay speaks in a very monotone voice, hardly any emotion. And she just kind of like garners a moment of you, just kind of like taking it in. It's like, is there another reason you were interested in Yin in particular?
Not as of yet.
If you were to ask me if she was dangerous, I would say yes. But then again, what woman in her line of work wouldn't be?
Exactly.
And as she says that, she's like pulling a katana off from the side and setting it on her hip as she's getting ready to finish leaving.
It seems all the women around here know how to handle themselves, Shishay. Have a good night.
If there's anything else, don't be afraid to ask. I am definitely here to make sure that everybody here is satisfied with all of their duties and everything else. I'll make sure to check the quest board tomorrow in case you guys are interested in new jobs, but for now, it has been pretty quiet here in Shandor.
Oh, perfect. Well, hopefully tomorrow brings a new day and a new quest for some new coin.
Alright then. Then I wish you a good night. Locks the drawer,
Good night, Shisha.
nods, and then makes her way out.
Pratt's going to do the same.
Fair enough. And about that time, you hear a gaggle of people coming up from the basement. Which means we could switch to you guys again.
All right, let's get to gaggling.
Who's going first?
Chris.
Did you get that last scorpion out?
Nope, still working on it.
Hold on. Let me help you out. Hold on. Stop shaking your head. All right.
There.
And
So,
there we go.
sleight of hand, Alvarez. Alright, you get it out, no problem. Like, can't roll below a 22, or is that what I'm seeing there? No, anyway. So you get the last scorpion out. Your whole body seems to be vacated as far as you can tell. And then Lyra, you're fixing to set up this ritual, right?
Mm-hmm.
Alright. Lead the way. What do you want to do?
Well, she is going to touch Alvarez on the shoulders, like both of her hands are going to touch. And she's going to put all of her positive energy into deliberating this effect. Or,
Mm-hmm.
yeah. And apparently this will cause exhaustion level 1, so. So yeah, she is just going to be channeling.
You're reading that wrong. It will reduce the exhaustion level by 1 is one of the effects you can have.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, there's multiple things that Greater Restoration can do.
Yeah.
Well, she's doing it.
Yeah, that's what we need. So, as you pull out the diamond dust, place your palms on him, and I'm gonna look at your character sheet just to double check my information about something. Or do I not see it?
I mean, hold on. Shouldn't we do this somewhere more private?
Too late.
Too late. Darkness, right? Or with the dark god, right?
Yes.
As you
Navarre.
press your hand upon his shoulder, the dust sparkles for just a moment, and then it turns completely black. And then there's like a black mist that kind of like envelopes all around Alvarez's form, and for a moment he looks like he is just encased in these wiry shadows that are just bouncing in and out. Slowly the shadows start to dive in, and then as they do, we could see swirls kind of like wrap around the skull where a forehead starts to form, and then the eyes start to form, and then we just start to see skin just slowly revealing as if the shadows were being peeled back little by little. The shadows continue to keep pulling away as they continue to make more and more of his body as real as it once was. And then, like, muscles and skin and tendons start to kind of like form for a moment as some of the shadows are speeding up, but they quickly reveal nothing but fleshy skin at that point, encasing the epidermis above whatever's there. And then the entire shadows just kind of like continue in that motion until it swirls all the way down, and then as it hits your feet it goes back towards the top of Alvarez's head, and then it starts to recoat his bald head with the black raven hair that we've seen familiar to Alvarez. And Alvarez is whole once more.
Oh. You didn't say it was gonna hurt.
Are you
And it's
okay,
really-
Albert?
Who knew regrowing things was so painful?
Literally anyone that has ever broken a bone.
You are fortunate enough not to do that.
I just kind of look myself over, poking my hands.
Flesh.
That brings a question. That brings a question. Like, did he regrow boobs?
Everything
Yeah.
that is fleshy is the thing is he's in clothing as far as I know, so we can't it's not like he's butt
Yes,
naked or
but
anything.
the thing is, my bindings that I'd used before, I was no longer carrying them because they did not fit on the skeleton proper.
Yeah, that's true. So yeah, you kind of like see these. I mean, definitely.
Alvarez, you had something to say to me. She kind of looks over.
Maybe I would be a better model.
Yeah, to just put the robe for useful items onto Alvarez and go like, oh no! Kind of like just puts it on. It's like, Alvarez, you don't hide things well.
Meanwhile, Cyrus in his sleep is like, yes, please do the modeling. I don't want to be there anymore.
She's gonna go over to Twist. Well, that's one way to air out the dirty laundry, I guess.
Are you able to walk, Alvarez?
Gee, Pratt, what do you feel about all this?
Pratt's just kind of shocked right now as he kind of entered the room expecting... I don't know what he was expecting, to be honest, after the basement, but it wasn't this.
I don't think he also knew that Alvarez wasn't a dude, as they were a girl, so I don't think he knew that either.
Oh yeah, that's why I'm trying to get his input now, because I feel like that was a necessity.
So I think Pratt's just really just taken aback right now as he's looking everyone around, and he's just like, all right. There's some new ground here. I know I'm kind of the new guy, but boy, I'll be damned if I don't learn something new about you guys every day.
And no, I will not work for you.
I look at him and I just say, all right, I think that's fair, I think that's fair. I'm just getting to know you as well.
All right.
Is Kaz's address still in Alvarez form? What is Kaz's address? What do you look like?
I believe she's skeleton, but she can correct me if I'm wrong.
I am skeleton mode, so it's like kind of like Cadmus just hunching over with Alvarez. They're like in pain.
Kaz's address. I hope. At least Kaz's address. You said that if there was anything random I needed, I'm trying to sit down some roots here. I was hoping to get a pet of some sort. Whenever you're done dealing with your situation here, we should talk about...
I do have a pet I could give you right now.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Well, I mean, is it a nice pet?
Pulls out this regretfully engorged leech.
Oh no.
Yeah, not
They're
quite
nice.
the pet
Well,
I was
what about-
hoping for.
Well, what about this? And I will pass over a restrained hissing scorpion, cockroach.
Yeah, you know what? How about I go find that pet? You know what? Now that I'm thinking about it, it definitely seems like something I should go do. I appreciate the suggestions, though, as I am.
Wait, I also have 2 of these supremely agitated scorpions. They need a new home.
Yeah, this is great. I'm learning so much about what I don't even know what to take away from this. Where are you pulling this stuff out of, and why do you have them so angry?
Exactly, right?
I think I have an excellent idea. Yeah, would you like to hear my suggestion?
Yes, please.
I suggest that you abandon this conversation and just go to sleep for the evening.
I love those words.
I agree, Pratt. Go get some rest. She smiles.
Thank you.
Um,
Thank you.
in
I'm
all
going to see myself out.
I'll make it up to him by helping him find a pet lead. So
That works.
So-
You know, as long as it doesn't try to suck my blood or sting me to death, we're good.
oh no, how am I gonna feed my pet leech now? Gotta just
Then
bad now.
if no one requires my assistance for the evening, he looks like he's about to snap his fingers.
Twist.
What?
We need to have a conversation before you go to bed.
I think. It's-
Very well then, my room or yours?
Your room.
Puts a hand on her shoulder, snaps his fingers, and they both pop to his room.
So they exit stage right. So before we go to that scene upstairs, wherever that might be, is there any last comments you guys want to share before we switch scenes?
Can I just say something, Alvarez?
Yeah.
You're really pretty beautiful. Kind of just looking at you, head up and down.
Oh.
I just don't know how I feel being out in the open like this.
I feel so exposed.
That's kind of put my robe on you. I mean, if I put it on me, I just look like a bag of bones. Right, I am a bag of bones. You know what? You know what? I got it. Starts taking off her dress and goes like, I don't need to worry! And gives it Alvarez their dress.
I have robes on. Put your clothes back on.
Oh my god, I can see everything now. Anyway. So yeah, here we go. So
Is this your room, Twist?
I don't know, does Twist have a room? I can't remember.
It's this room here.
That one there.
I realized
Okay.
I realized that my mic was on red.
Hey, how's it going?
But yeah, the map has not been updated to suit appearances. But yes, you are now presently in the correct room.
Alright, well I'll just get rid of that token then.
Just pops into existence in his room.
I'm gonna tell you who I serve. And I don't want you to think ill.
Says the
But-
woman who's
Up-
serving
Above
the princess.
above table, you did mention it last session. I know it was a few weeks ago.
Yeah,
but you did
more-
say it out loud.
Yeah, and we're gonna go over that. I noticed that you seemed familiar with the name Nefarious. Yeah.
Well, I do believe that everyone is familiar with the six gods.
I serve him. I am a death cleric of Nefarious. Yes.
Is it-
And I wanted to come forth to you because you seemed familiar with the name. And it kind of gave me hope, like I'm not the only one. So she kind of just looks around, waiting for his reaction to all this.
Just blinks for a moment and with the same face he always has, but I will not lie, you are more perceptive than I originally thought.
She nods. That's why I wanted to talk to you.
So, well, as he just kind of like walks over to his bed, like sits down and kind of crosses his legs. So, well, your intuitions are correct. I am very familiar with one Nefarious.
Do you serve him? As well?
I would not necessarily use the word serve, but in many respects I am indebted to their powers and their will. If that makes sense?
Make a deal with him?
A deal of sorts.
Okay, I see. Yes, I understand.
If not for his guidance and influence, I would not be standing here today. Looks at his current position. Alaziel is sitting here today.
So, in other words, he saved your life?
That is correct.
I won't pressure you much more to tell that, but I just thought I would open up and tell you about what I perceived and, you know, who I serve. It's better to be honest than, like, set a ruse out for especially coworkers. She kind of gives an awkward smile.
Oh, did you not remember Yin's words? Effectively, you are my sister.
Family, that's right. And she kind of chuckles that, or it chuckles on that a little bit. Do
So
you
now
think
you have. Good, sorry.
do you think my powers could probably help Cyrus?
I could not tell you one way or the other. My own personal powers differ from yours.
Maybe I should make a deal. She kind of looks at you in desperation.
Are you not already in service to them?
I am, but maybe I can give more to make things right, you know?
Although now the question burns in my mind. Why precisely? What is the nature of your relationship to one Nefarious? I know you say that you are a cleric of the domain of death, but is there a story behind that?
I had to dabble in darkness to get where I am. I had to prove myself through trials and tribulations, just like everyone else. Though Navarius has a very dark sense of humor. But he's not all that bad, I don't guess.
They certainly look after those that they consider their. I suppose I could use the word children?
Yes. They don't talk much, but they're always listening, regardless.
Even when you think you're alone. Some people
Correct.
some people are discomforted by that, but
I'm not. I hope, oh, I guess I need to go see the mistress tomorrow morning to get the diamond dust so I can help Kaz.
We need not bother the mistress for something as small as this. And with that, like, he just kind of like reaches into his own bag and pulls out 10 platinum. I think this is all you need to purchase what is required.
It kind of, like, her eyes kind of gloss over, and she goes like, are you sure?
I am not hurting for wealth. And as I said, I would prefer not to bother the mistress for trifles. Well, not trifles. This is a situation that we care about, but maybe Air not so much.
You're probably right.
So let me get this straight. You want to help them?
Oof.
Yeah.
But yeah, she'll take the platinum and she'll thank Twist. Well, good night, Twist. Thank you so much for listening.
I always am listening.
And if you ever need something from me, rest assured you can count on me. She starts making her way out the door.
You know what,
So-
just for fun, just because, like, what else am I doing with this spell slot? The
Mhm.
door opens for you.
Aw. Good night.
Punk.
She
So-
rustles to her room.
Anybody else have last minute conversation pieces they want to finalize before we go into a long rest, or? Alright, forever hold
I
your
think
peace.
Kaz and I are making the way to the room, so
Alright, fair enough.
Making way to the
That's
room.
not what I was hoping to hear after making.
what
are-
were you expecting me
we
to say?
are-
Well, Kaz, tonight I'm really gonna rattle your bones.
I don't know, man. It's
My
kind of a,
Alvarez.
that's
That's
a
too. That's pretty intense. Pulls out his sticks to play for it's like a xylophone.
Then again, I guess fisting is definitely an option on the table, huh?
Did Pratt need to talk to Kaz though at all, or did he just go to sleep?
Yeah, yeah, he's gonna just cover his ears and go to sleep.
Just yeah, enough of that. We're good. I think we got
Yep,
our fill.
done.
All right. So unless
Alvarez.
there's any, oh, go ahead.
Oh, I'm just gonna do final comments like, Alvarez, now you can stay in the bed and sleep, and I'll focus on my books. Kind of pulls out a bunch of books and starts reading and studying.
Actually, I have an idea. How about you lay down?
Okay. Kind of like walks over.
This is like that scene in Chill Touch.
Wait, because like, you want me to lay here? I'll point to the bed.
Yep.
Okay. Lays on the bed.
All right, and this time I crawl inside her bones.
Dear Lord.
That's adorable.
Did it feel?
Yeah, now you know how this feels.
Just don't
It's the
snap her neck
closest
off.
I could be.
I mean, let me put it this way: if it wasn't you, I probably would be really, really weirded out.
So
Alright.
about that long rest, everybody.
Now, let's try to get some rest.
Pulls out a book as Alvarez is basically sleeping in Kaz's dress because they can't sleep. They're like,
Lyra, give me a religion check.
Okay.
Alright, so everybody's going into a long rest, right?
Mhm.
Lyra, you find yourself in a darkened hall in this dreamlike state that you've fallen into. Purple lights just kind of like at night showing you this dark obsidian floor from what you could tell, and then it's just dark within the whole chamber. You can't see really much of anything. And then suddenly there are two red glowing eyes just staring at you from atop of what you assume might be a throne or what have you. And it just stares at you. You can make an insight check.
That's what I was going to do.
This guy really needs to see a doctor with all this red eye.
I know, right? It's definitely not.
Oh no, it's
not
pink
normal.
eye. Shit. I
You're
farted on
right.
his pillow.
It wasn't red. It was actually pink, and the purple just kind of like threw the coloring off. No, it doesn't. The person or whoever doesn't say anything, but you do get the sensation that this is Nefarious just staring at you, and you can't tell if he's disgusted or pleased or what have you. But something has been invoked to where he's like making his presence known, to where he's paying very close attention to you right now. As you kind of like wake up for a moment in a brief sweat, the dream's gone. You can easily return to sleep. It's still late at night, but that's what happens.
I would imagine like she's taken back with it. Like she wakes up in a cold sweat and like grabs her chest a little bit and then lets out a sigh. Oh, I hope I didn't anger you.
We'll find out, won't we?
And she tries to go back to sleep.
Might take a little bit, but sleep does find you. And for everyone, it is the next morning, a beautiful day as it were. We're probably approaching the 8 a.m. mark, unless you want to be up any sooner than that, because I'm usually a nooner, but you know, 8 a.m. is probably a good, reasonable time for anyone. So as the daylight breaks, morning comes, you can hear the front door of the building opening to your workers that you've hired. Each of them fill in the stations that they belong in, along with Shishay, who has come in and started, setting out her clerical duties, getting everything out on the table, and processing the morning work. The rest of you can come down at your earliest convenience, and if you want, we can convene on the main floor, unless you have business up here before you go downstairs.
Well, first thing in the morning, Kazardress is awakened to a rumbling. As my stomach is growling so bad because I have not eaten in days.
I know, right? Ugh. So that hunger pang is heavy with you right now.
Yep.
Shall I move us all downstairs, or do you want...
Kaz, do you want to go... Oh, I'd say grab a bite to eat. That's... Yeah, you'll have to get used to that.
He's gonna knock on this door right here.
Pratt's gonna turn and look at the door and just be like, 5 minutes. I had the worst dream about a leech and my face. I just need 5 minutes.
You had a dream. Let me tell you something.
He's gonna spring forward and be like, oh crap, she's pissed. I gotta get this done.
Perception check, Lyra.
Okay.
Like a good soldier, he stands up and he's just like, oh crap. All right, here we go.
Ooh, I'm very perceptive.
You feel like there's eyes on you, but you go to look, and it's not the eyes that you currently see around you. Like, your friends are starting to join you in the hallway, but definitely feels like somebody else is keeping a close eye on you. But they don't.
Would
seem
you
to
say
be.
it's uncomfortable, or
For you,
like just an
it's-
overwhelming presence?
It's like a pressure, like mental pressure. Like you're like something's expecting something out of you, and you know just that feeling that somebody's keeping that kind of watch, like they're expecting you to do something. Does that make
Okay.
sense?
Yeah.
Pratt's gonna open the door. Lyra, you look well motivated this morning.
Well motivated.
I need somebody to come with me. And
Yeah.
I'm volunteering you. She smiles.
Absolutely.
Volunteering. Love it.
I'm always up for a good morning excursion. What are we up to? As he kind of pops his knuckles and grabs his gear.
We are going to go get 100 gold pieces worth of diamond dust. So I can fix Kaz. She kind of looks over.
As Kaz puts
Yeah.
her disguise self on.
Kaz is muted.
Oof.
I know.
I was saying stuff. I was basically saying like she spins her staff, hits the ground, and turns to Kaz's dress. Sorry, what?
There you go.
Oh, did I miss something?
I'm going to fix you today. She smiles.
Will you make it not painful? Alvarez told me about it all night.
It'll be fine. I promise. She smiles creepily. It only
places
hurt
it.
for a minute.
She places her hand around your chin and taps your cheekbone and says, "Just for a minute."
Oh yeah! Oh my God! No, we're gonna make that. Okay, because she kind of slides her hand along her jawline, like her nails softly grazing the illusion of her skin along her jawline, and she's like, "Beauty is pain. Remember that, sweet
Mine
one."
links to Alvarez. Goes like internal screaming.
Here comes a question. How can you mind link if you don't have a physical mind anymore?
Ooh.
Hmm.
I mean,
Hold on,
if,
Star.
I'm
Like,
just
if it
teasing.
worked
I'm
to
just
mind link with
teasing.
me,
I'm teasing. Don't worry.
But basically, it's like Alvarez, let's get you food quick. Let's go. Kind of like dragging Alvarez, although they're heavier now, so it's kind of like, oh, right, you're not as easy to pull. Alright.
Also, Lyra isn't wearing her normal armor. She's actually wearing a dancer, like a dancer kind of get up.
Well, for the exotic
Also-
look, I see.
Also, Lyra, once I'm fixed, you're gonna do some modeling soon.
Yes, ma'am.
Time to leave.
Yep.
Meanwhile, Cyrus like, how long can I fake this? Alright, so let's go over intentions. Alvarez and Cass are going to be eating. Lyra is going to go belly dance for some more diamond dust. And Pratt is going with. Twist, you got any plans that you want to put on the table, or are you just hanging out?
Well, I mean, originally, just like hearing all this noise outside of his door, just like, why is everyone in this place so noisy in the morning?
Exactly.
But he does eventually go downstairs, but he purposefully waits for the noise to go downstairs first.
Yeah, absolutely.
as you come downstairs, the grumbling just gets louder.
Is there another earthquake? He wonders to himself.
Alvarez,
but-
I stay here. I'm gonna cook for you. And just kind of like just turns off. Benedict hangs out with you.
Ooh. Alright.
Oh, hey, Benedict.
Ooh. Okay, is that it? Alright,
Yep.
so you give him like
No,
notice, Benedict.
I'm pretty sure that there was probably perhaps something in the etiquette code about serving food with undead. Some sort of else code violation.
I'm sure she washed her bones first.
I'd like to make a perception check to see if she cleaned her bones.
Ooh.
Sure. I mean, Do we even need to make a perception check? Will we know full well Casual Dress carries about 5 pounds of dirt around her at all times? I mean, I don't know, Kaz. What do you say? Ah, silence says it all.
So you know what? I don't
was-
think I'm going to be eating the morning soup today.
I was talking, I was muted. I was just gonna say, like, basically, she understands basic hygiene cooking. So she
Mhm.
just washes her bone hands.
We do hear running water for a moment. You can make that perception check then in that case.
Oh god. Only 13.
I mean, it's like... Seems like she's washing something, whether it's her hands or a ingredient she's putting in. At least there's some form of cleanliness being held up to.
I'm still only going to eat the food on my side of the table.
Fair enough. So, Casual Dress, what are you cooking up this morning?
Super simple. Not like just, grand meal. It's more of, alright, they've been starving, make it nutritious as possible, and then make as much as I can so they can just devour it.
That only answers half of what I asked, but sure.
Basically, I'm just gonna make it simple, lots of eggs, bacon,
Okay.
things I don't burn on accident.
We're about to find out. Survival. Yeah, you don't burn this stuff. So you make a very, very well done breakfast. That very befitting.
Walks back to Alvarez, places plate in front of him, and kind of just like pulls out a fork and just tries to give it to Alvarez by mouth, and like say, puts it in mouth.
Meanwhile, Benedir's over there taking one of the sausage links, devours it, and it just falls out of his bottom.
Right, I forgot you like those, so.
I mean, they might remind Benedir of fingers.
Definitely a callback there.
And
Why don't
Tristan
you-
still has to bear witness to all of this uncomfortable eating. Just wondering why he's here right now.
I will throw a slice of bacon at Twist. This is the best stuff I've had.
I'm glad you like it. I'm not that great at cooking, but I just felt motivated this time. So,
Yeah, I'm just burning time for Lyra.
but you go and enjoy your meal, Alvarez. I gotta just fulfill something that I realized I can make come true.
What are you doing?
Stepping outside to the garden.
Yeah, I think we talked about this.
Alright, how much do it just make sure I don't get buried. Molds earth. Enough space. Lays in it, molds earth over her. I can be like this forever!
Sam
Currently,
does
Cat
not
is just
escape from her
buried.
buried bones, but she is currently buried.
Archaeological evidence!
Can you imagine? She pops up. You got me out. All right. So Lyra, you and